You know, the servants of the master, they come in and they say, Lord, don't you want us to go and rip out all those weeds? And the master puts up his hands and says, no, if you do this, you will do a lot more harm. Just leave it alone. If you make the decisions as to who is the wheat and who are the weeds, you will end up doing more harm than good. In other words, in this parable, the Lord absolutely took away the right of anyone to pass judgment. We must dare not try to separate the wheat from the tares. We've got to leave this judgment up to God, because only God can look on the inside. You see, we look on the outward appearance, but God asks us to restrain our opinions and our judgment and to pray for patience. Just let them grow. Now, let me just speak to a moment to those who might be new members of the church, or those of you listening that might be thinking of joining a church. The Lord never said that the church would be all wheat and there wouldn't be any weeds. Do not be surprised that every member of the church that you go to is not a Christian. They might be a church member, yes, but not a Christian. They may carry a Bible. They may sing the same song. They may put money in the same tray. They bow their heads at the same time and say the same prayers, but they may not be Christians at all. You're going to find that out maybe, and I'm trying to warn you. And the reason why I'm warning you is I want you to know that when it happens, you say, hey, that's exactly what he said was going to happen, so I'm not going to let it upset me. You know, I have folks say to me all the time, I'm going to leave this church. I think they're all a bunch of hypocrites here. And I say, you're only finding that out now?